Welcome back to another Habs Daily News with your hockey coach, Guru Coach FRENCHY. Today, episode number 120 already. And what do you have on the menu, coach, today? Easy. It's Saturday morning. It's a September football college, week number 2. NFL is back. Why not to talk about only Habs news around the team? And finally, at the end, I'm going to talk about fun news around the NHL. So don't go nowhere. But before we start, you know the drill. Please click on the like, subscribe to the Hockey Nation Live Show, sharing this video, and leave me comments about the episode 120. And we invite you, don't forget our first episode of the Habs Brunch sur Rendezvous every Sunday at 11 o'clock Eastern Time with our co-host Marco Larabie. Tomorrow, we have Karen Hans for the hockeybuzz.com. She's going to talk about the Montreal Canadiens a little bit more deeper. So that's what we have on the program for the Habs Brunch. I can't wait to see each one of you during this show. Now, let's talking about the first subject of the day. Honestly, guys, today we don't have a lot to talk about because this is the weekend. It's a little bit 1 week before the rookie camp for the Montreal Canadiens. So I decided to talk about fun news around the team, and the first one is about Jonathan Drouin. Drouin changed the number, go from 92 to the number 27. We know he wear this number everywhere in the junior and with the Tampa Bay Lightning. So it will be interesting. He have finally got a chance to wear the number 27. This is a new number for Jonathan Drouin for the upcoming year, season 2022-2023. We know he's right now on his last year of his contract at $5.5 million. The best we can wish for him is honestly the health, to be healthy full year and see what could happen for him at the trade deadline. Is a one player could be traded at some point during that time of the season. Let's move on now for the next one. From the Athletic, Scott Wheeler is one of the best prospect NHL to cover. And during the season, Scott mentioned they have right now 4 players on the top 32 for possibility to win the trophy counter for upcoming year. The best one is Juraj Slafkovsky is a number 12, just behind Shane Wright. So it'll be interesting what could happen. We have, of course, consider Justin Barron, Caden Cooley, and Jordan Harris. Honestly, the chance to win this trophy is maybe not there. But what is great about this guy is we talk about the 4 prospect NHL players, and they all for the Montreal Canadiens. So the future is going to be very bright. Them, it will be really interesting how it's going to be the development for the upcoming season. Ad news of the day is Jordan Harris again. Jordan Harris mentions during his interview where he was want to play for the Laval Rocket playoff last year when the team have an amazing great run, but unfortunately the Montreal Canadiens did not want to go that direction. But Jordan said he wished he could have that kind of possibility to play a little bit more games during the season. Last year came from the Northeastern NCAA. He was the captain over there. He joined the Montreal Canadiens in the last 10 games. Finally, the last one of the day, the biggest one, Mathieu Perreault, during an interview on the radio station in Montreal, mentioned, yes, he is ready. Nick Suzuki to become the next captain for the Montreal Canadiens. Said, look, he has everything inside of him, off ice, on ice, to be the best captain for the Montreal Canadiens now. He said he's young, but he's already learned a lot around Shane Weber, and I saw him many times with the Montreal last season to consider him maybe the best captain for the Montreal Canadiens. And usually, Montreal Canadiens, I would not be surprised they announce this news during their golf tournament annually, usually before the season starts. Nick Suzuki can become the next captain for the Montreal Canadiens. Next, move on now, guys, for the next subject of the day. My next subject of the day, because we don't have a lot of news, I want to talk about 5 underrated Habs prospect they have already in their organization could become a player, play with the Montreal Canadiens in NHL. We already mentioned about Philippe Mézard, Slafkovsky, Barron, Harris, Norlander. But I'm talking about 5 underrated. One of them is Albert Ajak. We know we have an amazing, great year last year in OHL. Great playoff and Memorial Cup with the Hamilton Bulldogs. If you watch many games of them, you will see how Arbor was unbelievable. Not many players can go around him. He had an amazing, great playoff OHL last season in Memorial Cup. The next one is Riley Kidney. Kidney is another one, have 100 points last year. Is going to returning on the QM for the upcoming year. And it will be interesting how he's going to do for upcoming year. He wants to develop his two-way center, like he mentioned. But again, Riley Kidney, a second-round pick for the Montreal Canadiens, could become really a solid player at some point in this organization. Number 3 is, of course, the next Philip Dano 2.0 is Owen Beck. You're going to love him if you watch him to play hockey every single game. Owen Beck is an amazing, great face-off man. One of the best in the junior Canadian last season. He is really smart, really intelligent, have a great vision. If he can improve his skating and maybe his shooting, Owen Beck, I would not be surprised, he become one of the best center in the future of Montreal Canadiens. Not only on the offensive side, it could be a player can reach 40, 50 point max, more around 40, 45. But he's a player who's going to be amazing on the PK, on the face-off, defensive zone, and on zone coverage. We know he was a 33 overall pick, second round, and the NHL draft 2022 is going to return with a still head for upcoming year in OHL. The next one is a goaltender and NCAA for Ohio State. Big 6'5", Jacob Dobbs have an amazing, great stat last year with Ohio State. Return again for the third season over there. We know I talked a lot about Frederic Deschaux last week, but again, is another one not many people talk about him. Is someone we have to follow up for sure for upcoming season. Great, big, physical goaltender and really great on the movement lateral. The last one of this group and is Logan Mailloux. Mailloux right now is just trying to coming back for the surgery at the right shoulder. Will be interesting if he's going to be ready for upcoming year. We know he missed a lot of hockey the last 12 months after his saga on Europe. Now he's ready to coming back. The problem, possible he will not be ready for the upcoming year in the OHL with the London Knights. One player I did not mention here, I want to talk more, is not on my 5 underrated because I keep this secretly, is my number 6, maybe the best one of them, is Lane Hudson. Hudson was drafted on the NHL draft 2022 by the Montreal Canadiens, 62 overall pick. Played for the team national team USA. Now he's going to play for the Boston College and the NCAA. It's going to be really interesting to follow him. We know he have a really small physical, only 5'8" and 155. I believe he could become a solid defenseman in NHL. I can compare him to Tony Crook. It's one player he can become at some point. He's really, really unique on his stick angling, very smart players. His skating is unbelievable. Again, the biggest problem for him is a 5'8". It will be interesting how he's going to do in NCAA for the upcoming year. And that's complete, guys, my 5+1 underrated Habs prospect. And let's finishing with the next subject, the NHL news today. And we have a couple of NHL news today for you guys. First of all, the Arizona Coyotes announced that Sean is going to step down of his job at this moment. And during his phone call with Elliot Philman, he mentioned, listen, I don't want to take this negative or to put a black eye on the Coyotes. Nothing wrong with this organization. It's me right now. I need to step down because I'm too busy with my 4 kids. My daughter come back home now. My son play NCAA for the upcoming year. And I have too much on my plate. And again, I will stay around the team. If Andre Tourigny need my help, I will be there. I'm not going nowhere. I just go a little bit more focusing on my family, on my kid at this moment. The next news I want to talk about today, guys, is about the NHL PTO. I want to mention a couple of players signed a couple of PTO recently. And Toronto got 2 players. First, the Dylan Ferguson, goaltender in the American Hockey League and the Vegas Golden Knight organization, 23 years old. We tried to have a contract for with Maple Leaf or the Marlins. Then they signed as a PTO, really great players. Zach Ashton Reeves played for the last couple of years with the Pittsburgh Penguins. Then Nathan Beaulieu just got a PDO for the Anaheim Ducks. We know Beaulieu traveled for the last couple of years, left and right in NHL. Then the Carolina Hurricane signed a PDO. Their ex-players, Calvin Dehan, after a couple of years with the Chicago Blackhawks. And we have the Vancouver Canucks signed DANY as a PDO. It was played for the last couple of years with the Detroit Red Wings. Then the 29 years old, the New York Rangers gave another PDO at Jimmy Vesey. Vesey traveled a lot for the last couple of years in NHL. It will be interesting if VC can get a contract with the New York Rangers. Usually, it's rare players go to a PTO with a specific team and sign someone else, because usually when they have a PTO, they know the amount of the contract. We have 20 players have a PTO at this moment for the upcoming year, 2022-2023. And this, my friend, complete the NHL news today. Oh, I have one more. Joe Thornton is a San Jose Sharks right now skating with the players NHL. We don't know. This could have two directions. Can he coming back in NHL, play one more season with the San Jose Sharks? Or can he work with the San Jose Sharks on the business operation hockey, or maybe assistant coach? And that's it, my friend. This complete all the news today on the Habs Daily News. Here we go, my friend. Episode 120. Complete. We talk about the Habs news today, and then a couple of news around the NHL. And of course, before we leave, we invite you, don't forget, 11 o'clock Sunday, our first Hab brunch, your Sunday sur rendezvous with Marco Larrabee and Coach FRENCHY. We have a contributor, Karen Hans, for the hockey bar. She's going to join us. And finally, of course, don't forget to click on the like, subscribe to the Hockey Nation Live Show, leave me a comment below this video about episode 120. And finally, yes, you have greatness inside of you. Have an amazing, blessing day, everybody.